Now I got to worry about two guys texting at the table.
You don't have to worry about me texting you. You don't have my number.
Neither do I. Come to think of it. I went out there the other day, man, and it was almost as if I went out to the front of the store. It was almost as if I had caught him flashing old women the way he fucking turned his back real fast because he's out there secretly texting. And then once he knew the jig was up, he was like, fuck it.
He's texting the old wife?
He's on it all day. You'd be surprised.
Really?
Yeah,
Sunday
he's
Jeff?
on it a fair amount.
No, well, yes, I did yelled at today for texting Sunday Jeff. He goes, I'm not on a texting plan. Every text you send me costs me money. I was like, oh, you also get charged for roaming charges too, old man? I was like, but I didn't know you get charged for text. But yeah, he was mad at me for texting him.
We should have just kept firing him.
One
after the next.
I texted him because yesterday he says, I got a call, and it says missed call from Jeff. So I'm like, I was too late to call him yesterday. So I texted him today. I was like, did you call yesterday? He's, what's up? And then he calls me on this phone, and he goes, and the first thing I was about this, I don't have a texting plan, so stop texting me. It costs me money. And I go, all right, what'd you call for? He goes, I didn't call. I go, I got it right here. He goes, well, I must have sat on the phone. Then he goes,
click.
Yeah, I use it just to text my wife because she's nervous to call the store and while filming.
Oh, okay.
So this is a nice way to keep in touch without having to use the phone or worry about phone interrupting anything. I put my stamp of approval on texting.
Wow, all right.
And looking at the phone, it's a nice way to relive 2008.
Why? Oh my God, man. Oh my God, you should have been in this store when we got phones.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new phone?
It's a new phone.
Yeah, that's his new phone.
Oh my God.
We went into the store. My daughter dropped her phone, and she wanted to get a new phone. And she was like, I want to get an iPhone. I want to get an iPhone. And she saved a lot of money from her report card. And I was like, she goes, it's only $100. She showed me we're in the store. It's only $100, this iPhone. And I was like, all right, you have enough money for it. You can get it. Not knowing that.
The mandatory plan.
Yeah, you need,
plan.
like, by the time it's all said and done after 2 years, I'm like, this phone will cost you $700. You know, it's not happening.
You can't get enough A's.
Yeah. So we're talking to some dope who's like, he's basically hanging on to life by a thread, working at the AT&T store. I mean, he's more disinterested than I am. Or like when that lady came in talking about the bicycle races.
Right.
I mean, I look more energetic. And he starts like throwing all this mumbo jumbo at me about like plans this, we could do this, we could save this. And she dropped the phone early, so she's got to pay a penalty to get a new phone. So I start like questioning him, like just as fast as he's questioning me, but I have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'm like, well, what about this? What about this? And I go, what about it? And my wife
Where's the antenna on this phone?
We can get a phone at Staples. We have credit at Staples. I was just like, all right. And he's like, well, you're still going to have to get it like, you know. And I was like, why can't Staples activate it? I said, we're buying it there. Why do we got to go through you to turn it on? He goes, and he's looking at me like, what are you talking about? He goes,
he called your bluff.
And my daughter's face is in her hand. She's going, just stop talking.
I don't want an
iPhone. And I throw this out there with him. I go, what about that cloud? Why can't we just get the cloud? All our phones underneath the cloud, I said. And that was the final straw. She got up and walked to the other side of the store and wouldn't come back to the table. And he goes, what, cloud? He goes, I don't know what that means. I go, I heard it on TV. I know it. Like, I can get some special deal where all these phones under one thing, and it's not going to cost as much. Why won't you offer that to us? And he goes, a cloud's not that. That's not what a cloud means. He goes.
He sounds like an angry senior citizen when his cable goes out or something. Simpleton, I'm talking about the cloud.
And that's not the most embarrassing thing I did to my daughters. This one was terrible. Terrible.
On purpose?
Not on purpose. No. I thought I was doing it. I thought I was being a good dad.
I'm going to be a hero.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of this store called Lush?
No.
No.
You ever heard of it? It's like real hippie. It's like they sell soaps and bath stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but like my youngest daughter is like obsessed with it. She spent her birthday money like
on soaps
and bath stuff, and it's the soaps are like they don't even come in packages. It looks like cheese that they just cut like this big gigantic wax like thing of soap.
No. Oh, I'm not in that store, but I've seen that before.
And they have all over the walls like ban animal testing. Good. I mean, I'm not. Good
environmentally
stuff. Yeah, but like they're
stuff.
but like everybody is in there is covered from head to toe in tats, like who's helping us. So everybody's it's like real progressive and everything.
Mm-hmm. Everyone smells like patchouli oil.
Yeah. So and like. We get to the mall. My oldest daughter wants to go to a store, and she's like, "I'm not going with Dad." After that, I'm going Mom to take me. You go with Dad to Alicia. Alicia's like, "No,
not him."
She goes, "He's going to ask questions, and he's going to be a problem." I was like, "I promise, I won't talk." I said,
"Say one word about the cloud."
I said, "I promise, just go in there." And she spends like $60, $70 on these soap, but she saved her money though. So I'm like, "What am I going to do?" I'm like, I tell her like, I think that's a lot. Because the soap is so expensive,
get yourself a bar of ivory, right?
Right. I tell her you can get this stuff in Target. It's the same stuff. And they don't believe me, But she, to me, I'm like, well, there could be worse things.
Right.
To me, But like nothing comes in a package. Like they put this weird stuff for your hair in like a baggie. It's just in a baggie.
So it looks like the stuff they put
like
cookie dough in.
Bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're selling it this way. Now, since she's been going there, now they have like a little bit more professional-looking containers that they put stuff in. But initially, when she was going, they were just giving it to her in like a sandwich bag.
That's some racket, man.
But this is crazy. I really was biting my tongue afterwards. I paid a heavy price for this mistake. The lady is taking care of her, and she's really nice to her, and she's paying with her own money, and they're treating her like a little adult, like she's so cute and everything.
She's like 8 or 9, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And the little girl goes, "How old are you?" And she doesn't know, I don't think, that I'm her dad because I'm standing off to a far listening. She goes, and she says, "I'm 9." And she goes, "I don't know if I should tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway." She goes,
"We sell weed."
No. She goes, "Here." And she gives her like this bracelet that says, "Come back and on a certain date and you can get a reading," right? And so I look at that, I go, "What was that all about?" I said. And we're walking out.
To the lady or to?
No, I said, because I didn't know what it was. So when we were walking home, she's like looking at her stuff. I go, "Let me see that." I go, "What's that all about?" She goes, "Oh, I don't know." And I said, "A reading." I go, so when we meet up with my wife, I start going, I go, "What is this bullshit?
What's this Scientology bullshit?"
I go, they're pushing some sort of fucking religious agenda.
They're going to audit my daughter.
Right. They want to, they're trying to push them into some hippie movement. And I go, it's some sort of front to push them into something. Because what's this reading? They want to read her aura, and I'm ranting and raving. And my oldest daughter,
without knowing,
yeah, I mean ranting and raving. I'm like, "That's it. You're not going there no more. That's bullshit." They were looking to see if you were by yourself. They were really concerned that you were maybe too young, but they still gave it to you. And my oldest daughter looks at the bracelet, and she goes, "It's a color reading. It's to see what kind of makeup for you goes with your hair." I was like, "Oh."
Well, that's okay.
I really thought it was some sort of religious,
you had visions of her turning into like a fucking Mooney or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I had to eat crow the whole way home.
Hare Krishna.
From the Freehold Mall. That's a long ride.
That's a far ride, yeah.
It was like,
That's a
"You're
lot of
crazy.
crow.
Like, you're out of your mind. That's why we don't want you going in the store with us."
It is odd that you didn't read the entire bracelet, don't you think?
I just saw reading and like really bright. It
saw
said
red.
reading, and I saw. First thing I thought of was like they're going to try to read her aura or some sort of bullshit, that doesn't
Right.
exist. To try to either get her to buy more of their bullshit stock,
Right.
Or a soap. Some weird
or
shit.
or there's some sort of agenda to the store. They keep talking about how like all these weird things they're in, not weird things, but like all these like movements they're into and everything. As they tell people they're leaving the store, like we support this thing and we support that. I just want to go in the store. I just support fucking Uncle Sam and
Commerce.
and Benji's.
Not support leaving you alone.
Yeah.
Benji's.